Hi guys, it's me. I'm currently being stalked by a stalker over here. They do anything they can. I finally found a spot after a few hours to make this second video because I have to get this out. It's 1 a.m. I'm really tired. I haven't slept for a while. I have no food, water. They stole my ATM card. They've been stealing money from my PayPal account. My kids are being abused, and these people continue to abuse me. And I think I was in denial. Because I was like, how could people do that to someone? I just had nothing in me that could understand it. And then yesterday, when the last puzzle clicked into place, I realized that I wasn't going to get an answer because these people aren't in their heart chakra. They're operating from a reptilian level of only root, sacral, and solar plexus. So they're not going to get it. They can't feel me. They can only read my mind, telepathy. They're trained in that. They're trained in remote viewing. They're trained in seeing the future. And they're trained in understanding which astrological charts will feel no ways if they hurt someone. For money, basically. So if you have a lot of Capricorn in your chart, which all these people do, if you have a lot of Scorpio in your chart, which every single one of these people do, because I looked up all their charts, most of them have Scorpio South Node, meaning they can be pulled by sexual energy. Sexual energy is what creates material things in this world. The Catholic Church knows that. The YWCA knows that. They are not able to create energy. Or they're not able to create material things because they have no sexual, spiritual energy in a heightened way where they can actually go out there and do what I do. That's how I took the world down. They can distract me, but I'm sick right now because they have a program called HARP, which I didn't even care about because I do other things. I'm running from these people almost dead every day from their abuse. They have a program called HARP, and I always knew, like I said, I knew they were modifying the weather, but sometimes when I'd find a secluded spot on the beach, they would fly over me in a plane and shoot down some chemical on me. And I was in denial. Not meaningly, but just like, if I really accepted the fact that my mom was like that, or if I really accepted the fact that this world was like that, it would break my heart so bad. I don't know if I would. Like, how am I going to help humanity when 99% of people are able to be hijacked by this satanic energy that tortures people, mothers and children, and mothers? They're the creative life force. They're the womb. They're the mother. They're the nurturer. They're the only ones that can access a deep sense of spiritual and emotional love. I'm going to move. Hold on. Because I feel this guy like messing with my energy. He's sitting over there doing black magic. And like, I feel really sick right now, guys, because they keep me. It's 1 a.m. Like I said, it took hours to get here, guys. I have a little bit of coffee in this little bottle, but I have to drink it in the morning. But anyway, oh, now you can see me better. I can see him, but the thing is, they'll start blowing the wind right here, and then I'll get sick just because I'm already so low. I'm on Virgo North Node in the 4th house. Virgo is the angel healer that heals in a way of teaching and by example. Cancer's a leader, is the mother, is the nurturer, and is the emotional water energy that creates. I'm able to, when I'm well, not right now, well, I can now too, but they won't let me sit and meditate. I meditate a few hours a day normally because that's how I create the reality, because I connect emotionally to the collective, to their hearts, the ones that can, not the reptilians. and I bring them into my love, and I bring them into my womb energy or my water energy. I can't talk because my glands are swollen, guys, because the dry grass gave me really bad allergies, and then they blew the wind so hard that I'm just not a wind person. I don't have a lot of air in my chart. I only have a Gemini rising sign. Like my daughter ASTARA has a Gemini rising like me. So we're playful, we're fun, we like to socialize and talk, we like to do fun stuff, you know. But they've tortured us for years. I was tortured before I had Matthew, but once Matthew was 5 months, I realized, and I was young, I was 21, and I'm a very happy-go-lucky person, and I'm naive because I don't believe that people can be bad sometimes. And so I see it and feel it. Like, I always knew my mom was bad because she would do really mean things to me even when I was like a baby. Like, she'd stuff paper into my shoe toes so my feet would be cramped. And she'd laugh and joke because she's a Leo. She's got a lot of Leo in her chart. Or not a lot, but she's a Leo moon and a Leo sun. She's narcissistic. But her problem really is she has a Cancerian South node. I have a North node in Cancer. So she's learning Capricorn energy as a woman, and that's very dark. The lower levels of that is dark because Capricorn will, like, choose material over anything, like over love, over feeling, because they're scared of their own feelings, and they'd rather do something physical to take that emotion away, which really they would be happy if they would just heal their emotional body like I did. Right before I came here, or a little bit afterwards, is when my energy field was completely solid. And I'd worked for years and years and years and fought this abuse at the same time, healed my emotional energy at the same time, my father being killed by my sister and my grandmother, the only two people I had in my family that actually stood by me. So I am the angel healer, the earth mother, the water and the earth, mutable, changing, but also a leader. And that's what I became when I healed my emotional body from my Pisces Capricorn South node. I would have died for people that I didn't know, for people in prison, and they knew that. Because as a Pisces South node, I understood to heal this problem on earth, we have to heal the darkest people. Because that's where the most darkness was. You have to start at the beginning. You have to start at the very bottom and work your way up, right? But I could make the darkest people change. I could heal them. And when you're first learning your nodes are your destiny. My soul is Pisces, Capricorn. 10th house, so the house placement is not as powerful as the planetary placements. So you want to work first on your planetary placements and then move on to the house. So for years I'd worked on my Virgo and I got it down. I got a routine down. I had a whole, from 8:30 to 9, I do this. And then Stedman was like Asperger's. And literally, if his routine got messed up by 1 minute, all hell would break loose. It was like Rain Man, dude. Like, it's crazy. But so it was a very restricting, battle every day. And Capricorn is this reptilian system. Let's make enough money to go to the best school and drive the nicest car and have the nicest house. And I had always lived that, actually. But unfortunately, it brought a lot of darkness. And my mom, having a Capricorn North node, even Cancerian South node, was money hungry, money oriented, She was needy and clingy because she had about 4 or 5 placements on her south node. When you have placements on your south node, it's past life karma. So in her past life, she was a mother, but not a very good one like this one. So she had another try. I mean, I'm not saying she didn't do anything right, but it was all about her. So I don't have anything else in Pisces. So I don't have any planetary energy pushing me into my south node, because when you're pushed into your south node energy, you're not moving into your destiny, and you're going to experience tons of lessons, tons of setbacks, tons of demons, let's just say. And so my whole thing was learning my lesson in not being too nice, basically, and seeing people not for their soul potential, and what God wanted them to be. Because sometimes they just weren't going to do it no matter what you did. And I guess something about that really hurt my heart. Because I love people so much. And I didn't want them to be in pain. Because as a Pisces South Node, I feel everybody, and that's how I'm able to tune into the collective consciousness. They know remote viewing. I guess they can see people when they're not around them. Okay, they know telepathy. But me, I see the future way in advance. And so in advance that if I tell people, well, I'm only around narcissists and witches only. Witchcraft from a witch, like from an island like the Philippines, that's where they practice a lot of voodoo and stuff, can kill someone like the same day with one spell. I was attacked by, I'm just going to say thousands, okay, that were specifically actually paid money either to kill me or torture me. And I'm such a happy person. When Calvin would beat me up really bad, I didn't know what to do, and it would be dark, and God said, go outside and turn on your music and dance. And that's what I did. And then I felt happier, so I started figuring out they wanted me to cry. They wanted me to not understand why I was getting beat up. Because you know what? I didn't know Tasha Marshner, my cousin, was one of the Robinsons. And I kept asking, who's the Robinsons? Because God kept telling me to ask. And all the Hawaiians would be like, oh, they're great. They own Niihau, which is this island where all the really native Hawaiians have done all the beautiful cultural Hawaiian things that I love so much about Hawaii and why I feel like it's my home. They don't have any of that here right now. They cut down all the fruit trees. They locked everything. In LA yesterday, where I was, I saw really horrible, plants, I don't know if it's oil, gasoline, something really bad. And I had to walk through that area, and it scared me to even look at those things, especially after the oil spill in Russia recently, because these egotistical assholes don't give a fuck anymore, because they know they're going to die already, and they're trying to kill anyone else in their path just because they're that dark. And with Stedman, he had Jupiter in Capricorn. Your most expanded energy in your chart is Jupiter. And he had Taurus moon. He had Virgo sun, Virgo Saturn. He was all earth. And then he had a Libra South Node. So he is my twin's nodal twin, because my twin has an Aries South Node, meaning my twin's soul energy is Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac. And my soul energy is the last sign of the zodiac. But because he didn't know much about any of this, because he's an Aries, he had to get abused, and so did we. until he figured it out, and it didn't really make me that happy. Because I knew from the time, not the time that I met him, but really a few months after that or so, or like maybe even a year after that, when I started getting downloads that I'd never gotten before. Like my mind expanded and I was able to do more things. Continued in next video, guys.